I've been a mechanic and a welder for the past 20 years. I think I've been under more cars than I have been on my own 2 feet. The very first time I got my mechanic job, I was a young 16-year-old kid, and this guy gave me a break and gave me a shot working as a mechanic, or learning how to work as a mechanic. It was in Las Vegas at Ahern Tool Rental. And he gave me the simplest job. He said, buddy, go over there and put oil in that engine. I was like, okay, easy enough. Open it up, dump it in. Sure enough, I screwed it up and I put the oil in the wrong spot. Fire that sucker up, it progressively gets louder and louder, and then I hear the guy shout, shut it off! I run over, shut it off, but just before the engine, it froze. It was too late, because it didn't get enough oil, it stuck. Brother, me and you are so much like an engine. The workings of routine, the mechanics and the thinkings of our mind and of our heart, I think that's kind of why I love it so much. Everything has a rhyme or a reason. And when something breaks, it takes a certain intelligence to figure out what it is before we can move on. You got your valves, your piston, your connecting rod. Fuel comes in when the piston goes down. The valves close, compresses the fuel, the spark plug ignites it, explosion, and the piston goes down. It's a constant circulation of new fuel and exhausting the old fuel. New fuel in, exhausting the old fuel. But if one of these valves gets stuck, the whole thing shuts down. It freezes, and it can't work again until that opens up to recirculate new fuel and exhausting the old fuel. For so many of us, it can come down to whether it was a moment or a time, or maybe a conglomeration of a number of moments where something happened and we just shut down. Like I was talking about a valve, it gets stuck, it gets frozen in place, and all of a sudden, there's no new circulation of thoughts, nothing new that comes in, nothing old that goes out. We get stuck in that moment. And night after night, we just keep reliving it and keep going back to that place. And it affects every aspect of our life. You can walk into a place and get angry out of nowhere. Everyone looks at you and says, wow, that's one angry dude. And the fact is, you don't even know why you got angry. It's not that you're an angry dude. It's that there's something in your past that has not yet been dealt with, that needs healing. Jesus' forgiveness is complete. It's done. His forgiveness is not based upon what you need to do. For all things, past, present, and future, he offers complete forgiveness. It is the one thing that will unstick that valve. All of a sudden, new thoughts will come into your mind. They will fill your mind, and they are as an explosion. I'm not talking about emotion. I'm talking about understanding. This right here, this explosion, is what causes the car to move, to go somewhere. Even though you're stuck in that cell, you can actually go somewhere. Your mind can be expanded with thoughts you never thought you'd ever have.
For all things, all past, present, and future, he offers complete forgiveness. Forgiveness.
Attention, you are now about to enter another dimension. So open your mind for accepting every thought. Just the
About 2 years ago, I had the chance to visit a prison in New York. It's called Rikers Island. You've probably heard of it. Pretty heavy-duty place. A lot coming and going there over the years. But after our event, a guy came up to me that stuck in my mind that I've remembered for a long time. Tattoos all over his body, his face. And he said, "Joshua, there was a moment when I was out there in the dark. And I recall and I relive this moment over and over and over again. Especially at night. It's the worst at night. Sitting in my bed, thinking about the specific details of a time, of a place, of a person, of a face. I remember the frustration that was mounting up inside of me. And I just push it down and pretend that everything was fine, go on as if my life was normal. But slowly, things were escalating within me until I was becoming a person that I wasn't. And I remember the time and place, I don't even know what came upon me. It made me do the thing I knew I would never do, or I would never even think about doing. And suddenly, I was doing it. I remember the phone call. Mom, I'm so sorry.
Honey, why do you sound so strange? What's wrong?
Mom, it's really bad. It's
Honey,
really
what
bad this
happened?
time. I'm so sorry, Mom.
Where are you?
You're gonna
Honey.
visit me, right?
What?
Mom, I'm gonna be here for a long time.
No, don't tell me that. No.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, honey, no, no, what happened?
I gotta go,
Please.
Mom. I gotta go. I'll talk to you.
No.
Hey, Mom, I love you.
No.
And these moments play over and over in my mind. And I just think now it's one question that echoes through my thoughts every day, every night, over and over and over again, of why. Why did he do that? And why did I do that? And why did I say that? And why did she leave at that moment? And why did this happen to me? Why? 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 And he pulled out of his pocket a wrapped up packet of coffee. And he said, this packet of coffee is all that I have left. And I didn't quite get what he was getting at. And he said, I used to be a lead gang member in Brooklyn. And he said, I had it all. I had the money, I had the car, I had the ladies, I had the parties. And he said, but it was all so stupid. He said, I was caught up in such a world of hatred that I hated people I didn't even know for reasons I didn't even know. And it was about vengeance and finding the drug routes and moving the drugs and all these things that now I look back on, and it just seems so stupid to me. It gave nothing to me and I gave nothing to it. And he said, I'm getting out in about a year, and to be honest, I don't even want to get out because I got nothing waiting for me on the outside. My wife doesn't want to see me. She won't let me see my kids, and I got nothing. And we shared for a while back and forth. And we got talking about something that was quite interesting that stayed in my memory. He said, I remember when I was about 8 years old, over in Brooklyn in front of my house, and I was riding this bicycle up and back and up and back and just laughing my head off. And he said, man, I wish I could be that guy again. And I said, you still are that guy. That child is still inside of you. And all of us, you sitting there watching this, I ask you to think of some memory in your mind when you were a child. Some specific moment in a field or in the woods or playing with a fort or throwing a ball or kicking a can or riding a bicycle. Try, what's your memory? Try to think of something that just brings you back to that place, that we might awaken that child within you. Because in all the complexities of life, there is still power in that simplicity. And yeah, we grow older and we leave that child behind, but that child never leaves us.
My life is one big nightmare, one storm. Play with a kite. Like everything's okay, like I can be a child. When I'm not a child, I've got no one. I've got nothing. I always find myself lost in a storm. Sometimes I wonder if there was a God, and if he was a father, what kind of father would he be? But what do I know?
Nothing comes from violence, nothing ever could. For all us born beneath an angry star, lest we forget how fragile we are. On and on the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star.
There's just so much you don't know, you haven't seen, that I've done. I'm just a broken disaster. I want to. I want you to find me. Thank you. Thank you. Going? Where are you going? What are you doing?
On the rain will fall, like tears from a star, like tears from a star. On and on the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are.
Benvenuti. Benvenuti in questo nuovo mondo fatato. Una nuova favola sta per cominciare. Benvenuti in questo nuovo mondo fatato. Una nuova favola sta per cominciare. Con la nostra musica e con la vostra energia. Questa notte tutto può accadere.
Is it all there to know? Lost tune is the end of the end of the end. The sinking transients we burn alone. I'm singing inside. Is it
Ha 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 ha!